Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Jimmy Kimmel Live. This is ridiculous. From his house.
Hi again, it's me, James Jimmy Kimmel, from my house, which is starting to feel like our house. It's still weird working from home. When the show ends, I don't go anywhere. I just stand here until the next one starts. But I will say, we had an action figure-packed day today. There was a Marvel mystery in our house this morning. So my wife, Molly, found this in the living room. I don't know if you can see that there. It's Spider-Man with a coronavirus mask. So she assumed I did this, which I didn't. And then she asked our daughter Jane, who's 5, if she did it. She said she didn't do it. And then there was only one suspect left, our son Billy, who just turned 3. This is his toy. He admitted he did it. He found a little piece of wallpaper in Jane's dollhouse and he pasted it on Spidey's face. So if you think your kids aren't absorbing all of this that's going on, they are. I do need to explain to Billy that Spidey is already wearing a mask. You don't put a mask on a mask. It's like wearing 2 condoms, but I'll wait until he's 40. But in Mexico City, someone came up with a fun way to keep riders on the train safe.
Mexico City doesn't want its public health campaign to turn into a circus, so it hired professional clowns to spray the hands of metro riders with disinfectant and to tell them, wear a face mask, don't be a clown.
It's great to see clowns on the subway because if you're angry, they make you laugh.
And you wouldn't like him when he's angry. Boy, between Spider-Man and the Hulk, the Avengers are really doing their part to keep the mask effort going. Even with everything going on, despite all the warnings about spiking this virus again, as some states begin to ease stay-at-home restrictions, millions of Americans are eagerly getting back out there. According to the New York Times, 25 million more people left their homes last week than in the 6 weeks before it, which is nuts. I mean, even the Munchkins didn't come out of hiding until the witch was pronounced dead. And it's not just the human folk. This happened yesterday in San Jose. Goat stampede in a neighborhood. Look at them, no masks on, just running around. You block them. You know, all this time we've been afraid of the robots taking over. Little did we know we'd have to contend with goats. So hide your tin cans. Here's a taste of what life might be like going forward. There's a fine dining establishment in Virginia, a very fancy restaurant called the Inn at Little Washington that has a plan for reopening. You know, the social distancing will probably mean a lot of empty tables, which isn't great ambiance-wise. So the owner of this restaurant is putting mannequins in the empty seats to make it feel full. For real, it's like it's a whole restaurant full of Jared Kushners. The chef at the restaurant said, "I've always had a thing for mannequins." Really? We never would have guessed that. So finally, if you live in the area, you can enjoy a 3-star Michelin meal in the storage room at Westworld. Yesterday, Dr. Anthony Fauci warned Congress about the dangers of opening things up too soon. And today, he got a shout out from the always incisive Brian Kilmeade on Fox and Friends.
Shouldn't we also go to school on the success Georgia's having? Shouldn't we also go to school on the success that Florida's experiencing? And South Carolina, even Dr. Fauci said that's the model.
Dr. Fauci? That's Chairman Fauci to you, Brian. Fauci. Forget Dr. Fauci. What I want to know is about Dr. Oz. What is going on with his hair? For whatever reason, some of these dopes at Fox News are treating Dr. Fauci like he's an enemy in this. Tucker Carlson last night on his show questioned Dr. Fauci's stance on sending children back to school.
Fauci says the children must stay home or countless people will die. That's the message. It's time to ask a very simple question. How does he know this exactly? Is Tony Fauci right about the science? Do we have any particular reason to think he is right?
Well, let's see. He's the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. There's that. These guys are unbelievable. Anyone trusting Fox News over doctors right now should only be allowed to see Tucker Carlson when their stool comes out red. But the president, Fox News viewer number 1, now says he disagrees with Dr. Fauci too. He is ready to open the schools.
I think that we have to open our schools Young people are very little affected by this. We have to get the schools open. We have to get our country open. We have to open our country. Now, we want to do it safely, but we also want to do it as quickly as possible. We can't keep going on like this. I mean, you're going to have you're having bedlam already in the streets. You can't do this. We have to get it open. Well, listen, in fairness to Trump, if your kids came out like Eric and Don Jr., you'd want to get schools going again soon, too. But what a mess this is. Donald Trump believes he can wish this virus away. He knows more than the doctors. Meanwhile, Joe Biden is biding his time at home quietly. He's planning to stay put there for the foreseeable future. He's basically Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka right now. Biden is doing what they're calling campaigning from home. And it's going well. You can see on this map, he has a commanding lead at home. A lot of blue in the living and bedroom areas. Toilets, those belong to Trump. But by the way, why do we need to see the guy running for president anyway? Why does he ever have to leave? Back when this all started, unless you lived within walking distance of a train station, you never got to see the president at all. People who voted for the first 15 presidents probably didn't even know what they looked like. They're just like, James Polk. That sounds cute. This is a not at all surprising trend. Sales of pajamas have skyrocketed. They're up 143%, and sales of pants are down 13%. At this point, I don't even remember why we wore pants. Were our legs cold? What? Pants are now an option, and so I came up with a fun game to play. It's called Is Jimmy Wearing Pants? That's right. The way it works is I'm going to put 5 seconds on the clock, and you have to guess if I'm bottomless, okay? Here we go. Let's play. You have your answer? The answer is no, I am not wearing pants. I've not worn pants for a month. Guillermo, next week we'll play this with you, all right? Are you wearing pants right now?
Yes, I'm wearing shorts right now.
Well, that's not pants.
No, I'm not wearing pants at all.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Guillermo. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be back with Bill Murray, so stick around.
Jimmy Kimmel Live. This is ridiculous.